Now it's actually 10 seconds, so you actually have to get that weapon chain, and it's lowering your DPS by a bunch. But yeah, whatever. So we move on to Fury. We can see 3 points in Blood Craze, which has that imp logo. Now this is just another cookie cutter. When you take damage, you have a 10% chance to regenerate 7.5% of your total health over 5 seconds, which is really, really good. And especially with that field dressing, which does the effectiveness of your self-healing abilities increases by an additional 20%. So basically, a 20% of that 7.5 is then I have to you do the maths, but it's a bunch. Now I didn't take Battle Trance because I just it says your Bloodthirst, Mortal Strike, and Shield Slam hits have well, at 3 points I think it is 15% chance to make your next special attack consume no rage. Now I don't know why I should get it. The rage generation at this moment is extremely high, so there's not really a use for me to get it yet, unless Cataclysm hits, and then you get that inner rage. But in patch 4.0 we still don't have it. We still have to wait like 2 months until Cataclysm actually comes out. So that is it. And then there's the 2 points in Cruelty, which increases the critical strike chance of your Bloodthirst, Mortal Strike, and Shield Slam by 10%. Now this only counts for the Mortal Strike. So basically we're increasing our crit chance, and by that we're also increasing our chance to get Wrecking Crew, which basically means your Mortal Strike critical hits have a 100% to enrage you, so that basically increases your damage. Now I'm probably gonna get a lot of questions like, why didn't you take Sweeping Strikes? I mean, yeah, Sweeping Strikes it's a good talent, but I see no use for it just yet. I need to experiment just a little bit more to find out if it's actually useful, yes or no. And then we have why I didn't take Sudden Death. Well, basically it says your melee hits have a, well, at 2 points your melee hits have a 6% chance of resetting the cooldown of your Colossus Smash, and you keep 5 rage after using Execute. At this moment you get Colossus Smash at level 81, but everyone is still level 80. There's no Cataclysm, so there's not really use for it. And considering the Execute, I don't think it's worth it, considering the fact that there are so many talents which are really, really good. And what I was also gonna talk about, I forgot what I was else gonna talk about. I'm just gonna move on to the glyphs. At the glyphs you can see basically the key glyphs that are there. Mortal Strike, just increasing the damage of your Mortal Strike by 10%. Overpower has changed, as I said in a previous video. It now just increases the damage by also 10%. And then there's the Glyph of Bladestorm. Yeah, there wasn't anything else good. I mean, there's a Glyph of Slam, there's a Glyph of Shield Slam, Revenge, Raging Blow, Devastate, Bloodthirst. Now, the Bladestorm is definitely the best out of those useless others. Now in the major, this is some interesting choice here, because now we can actually get both of these charge glyphs. So we have long charge in the first one, which basically increases the range of your charge ability by another 5 yards. You have to get it, because that is key. And then there's also Glyph of Rapid Charge, which reduces the cooldown of your charge ability by 7%. Also really good to get. And then we have the Glyph of Heroic Throw. Now I was experimenting a bit, because in Cataclysm, when we're actually able to get Piercing Howl, because then we'll have enough talent points, then I'm most likely gonna remove that Glyph of Heroic Throw for Glyph of Piercing Howl, which increases the radius of your piercing howl by another 50%, which is really good. But you can probably see the situation already in front of you. I've had it countless and countless of times that you're not in range for any melee hits, and he's just like on the dead zone. And if you use Piercing Howl, is just out of range for that as well, so that is really annoying. But by increasing that range with another 50% is really good. Now the Glyph of Heroic Throw currently does your Heroic Throw applies a stack of Sunder Armor. The Sunder Armor is actually really good at this moment for Arms Warriors, because it only stacks up to 3 stacks. So you don't have to like do it 5 times in a row and basically waste 5 global cooldowns to get an additional armor penetration. But now we're gonna move on to the minor glyphs, and we can see why I took Glyph of Furious Sundering. Ta-da! Reduces the cost of Sunder Armor by 50%, so now your Sunder Armor only takes 7 rage. Do you see what I did there? By applying a Heroic Throw Sunder at the start, and then only wasting 2 global cooldowns on Sunder Armor. Ta-da! You have 20% armor penetration. Oh my god, it is so good. And that is the thought I had behind it. There's also other glyphs which I didn't take, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. Now I also took Glyph of Battle, which just increases the duration of your battle shout by another 2 minutes, increases the area effect. It's okay. And also Glyph of Berserker Rage, which generates 5 rage when you use it, so that is kind of okay. And the glyphs, why I didn't take some glyphs. Glyph of Intimidating Shout. Targets of your Intimidating Shout no longer move faster while feared. I don't care about that. They can move fast if they want to. Glyph of Enduring Victory is no need to get that. Glyph of Demoralizing Shouts. No need to get that. I mean, it's an okay glyph, but it's not really worth it considering the ones that I currently have. There's Glyph of Command. Yeah, you can switch that around with Glyph of Battle, which basically does increase the duration by 2 minutes and area effect by 50% of your commanding shout. So that's basically it, and that is that. I've been rambling on for 18 minutes, so I'm gonna split this up in 2 parts. But you're not gonna notice that because, ta-da, I have to do the editing. And yeah, that is that. I hoped it helped you out. If it did, just let me know. If you got any questions, just put them down there, and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. I'm also gonna whip down my armory page, so you can just basically see my character and how it is up to date, or at least the talents and glyphs up to date and stuff like that. And yeah, that is it. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button in the top, and I'll see you guys next time.